Game sense. Two words that you hear countless times, yet they mean so much. In a first-person shooter, you need basic knowledge on what is going on the battlefield to be considered a good player. While all classes in TF2 benefit from a hearty dose of knowledge, the big brain NG needs it the most. As engineer, it isn't only just optional, it is required that you know what is happening in game, so you can get your buildings up to fit the pace of the game. Engineer is a class built around being passive and letting his team conquer the world. But fashion isn't what gets you far. It's knowledge and learning from your mistakes. Most people see dying in TF2 and losing buildings as extremely negative, whereas they should use it more as a way of saying, maybe I won't do that next time. Most people opt to forget that engineer does in fact have to be careful on where he builds his stuff. You can't be on the other side of the map and expect to be there all game. Unless the enemy team is really bad, chances of you will die with your buildings. This is where game sense comes in. The knowledge that you should play around your territory that you have and work with what you got in the current situation. You go too far, you die. One of the famous examples is payload. Imagine you're an engineer, set up on the first control point on upward, then through hellstorm of bullets, explosives, and sappers, you and your 4 buildings are now turned to dust and gips. Now you and your buildings are destroyed, you have 2 options. One being better than the other one. Your first option is to go back to the control point and hope and pray that is still fine, after a massive chaos. Or your second option is to build on the second control point and prepare for another massive attack. Out of the 2 options, most would say that the second option is the better choice out of the 2 to go with. You would be right. When the enemy team takes over the first control point, you shouldn't go there anymore. That's their point now. So you must take action and make sure that the enemy team cannot take your point again by setting up a new and more powerful defense on the next point. The knowledge on what is happening isn't the only thing game sense could help you with. It can also help you with see a world of building spots. While any good engineer tell you that a spot like this is generally the best, sometimes playing in spots that are a bit more passive or a bit more aggressive can be good depending on the situations on the game. The skills of the players on both teams and exactly what your team is set up in, pair that up with the basic knowledge of where to put your buildings, like building a teleporters on wall areas that the spy can't backstab people that come out the teleporter, and dispensers in areas where people need to fall back. With that, you can make the whole map your own blueprint. That doesn't mean you should use one man's blueprint at all times though, while spots that hasn't been proven to be good are still good. If you have more than one engineer in your team, chances are they can be used by that same engineer. So in that regard, simply go build in another area rather than planting your sentry next to the other one. I talk about on how bad that is, but that's another video for another time. But just use your knowledge of the map and conjunction with your newfound game sense and building stuff to get a little creative. Many TF2 players shy away from engineer because they approach it with a wrong mindset. From my experience, a lot of NGs believe they're failing if any one of their buildings go down. But that's not the case. As engineer, you need to accept the fact that your buildings will get destroyed. And yes, it can be frustrating, but that's the part of playing engineer. Especially in balance matches. Your buildings are more than just tools. They're distractions, support structures, and defensive anchors. If they're helping your team stay alive to get to the front lines faster or hold off enemy pushes, then they're doing their job, even if they get destroyed. Your real job is to keep rebuilding, relocate when needed, and always adapt. It's about finding safe places to set up again and moving your buildings back once they're fully upgraded and secured. With that right mindset and a solid game sense, you can turn any match around by not simply fragging out, but by being the smartest player on the field.
The video I'm gonna sue you.
Kill it. Kill the thing.
Wait, let's using the N-word.
Don't put
Guys,
me
you
too
wanna
heavy on the
jump?
video.
You wanna jump?
Oh my god.
I'm out of ammo.
I can't jump.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Spam jump.
Bro.
I can't move.